All right, before we get into our last topic of dependent events, we need to do a little in between here. So, lesson 13 is going to be on combinations. So, a little review of how to do combinations. Back in previous classes, you've done combinations and permutations back in Algebra 2. In here, we're just going to be dealing with combinations. We're not going to use permutations. So you won't have to figure out, does order matter or not. The stuff in here, the order is not going to matter, such as like dealing cards. That's going to be a big one that we're going to be using here. So how you choose these things isn't going to matter. So I'm basically just going to run through how to do combinations on your calculator, and then the last lesson we'll get into using those combinations. The thing about combinations is these problems will say how many. Not what's the probability of. So anytime you see a how many question, that's going to be different than the probability part of it. All right, so in a class there are 20 total people. How many ways can you choose 9 people to give a speech in no particular order? So you have 20 people to choose from. You're picking 9 of them. So in the calculator, you type in the first number, you go over to math, you arrow over to probability. We are doing combinations, so that's number 3. And then you type in the second number. So 167,960. And that's what you'll do for each one of these. In a club, there are 7 women and 5 men, so a total of 12 people. A committee of 3 women and 2 men is to be chosen. How many different possibilities are there? So I want to do. I want to be able to pick 3 women and 2 men from the 7 and 5 group. So for the women, I have 7 to pick from. I am choosing 3 of them. From the men, I have 5 to pick from. I am choosing 2 of them. And then because it's 3 women and 2 men, I'm going to take those 2 things and multiply them together. So in the calculator, 7C3 times 5C2. So 350 ways to do that. You're dealt 5 cards in a 52 card deck. How many different hands can you be dealt? Okay, so there are 52 cards to choose from. You are choosing 5 of them. Now, in this, if you get the Queen of Diamonds, you can't get the Queen of Diamonds a second time. You're only getting it because you're getting dealt those cards. So 52C5, when you type that in, is 2,598,960. All right. You are dealt 5 cards in a 52 card deck. How many ways can you be dealt diamonds? Okay, so in order to be dealt diamonds, you have to get diamonds each time. So that means out of the 13 diamonds, and you're getting 5 of them, 13C5 is 1,287. Okay, so that's how many different ways you could get 5 diamonds. This has nothing to do with probability. That's just the number of ways that you could get diamonds. All right, same thing, 5 cards, 52 card deck. How many ways can you be dealt 3 sevens? So out of the 4 sevens, you're going to get 3 of them. And 2 kings. Out of the 4 kings, you're going to get 2 of those. 3 sevens and 2 kings. So when you multiply those together, there are 24 different ways to get that. All right, so that's a little review on combinations from lesson 13. Let me know if you got questions.